talking? I don't hear no talking. Huh? I'll turn the volume up for you. Yeah, on the TV.
Oh, because there's no volume on this side.
Turn the volume up there. Oh, you got the headphones in, that's why.
เชฟดีใจได้เจอคุณวันนี้หวังว่าพวกคุณสบายดีนะคะวันนี้เชฟยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่ YouTube Channel นะคะเชฟมีสูตรอาหารง่ายๆแต่อร่อยอยากจะแชร์กับพวกคุณก็อย่าลังเลสิคะเข้าไปในครัวเราจะได้ทำอาหารนี้ร่วมกันนะคะเชิญเลยค่ะ
Just remember, if you back up straight. Yeah. You good to go now?
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
So inaudible.
Well,
Hello,
you talking to me?
Chef Honor. Hey, today I'm here in the studios. Belong to musician, artist, producer Stone Paxton. So this is where I do my editing, my cooking editing. If I don't do live show, this is where I come in to do my editing here. So. This is the recording studio. This is jam-packed with modern technology. This is where you produce your song. This is where you record, write, distribute. Oh. I guess the volume became on low. So I come here
สวัส
regularly
ดี
to
ค่ะพ่อแม่พี่น้องคนไทยที่เคารพรักสุดเลยค่ะ
This is where I come to do editing for my cooking videos. I use this high technology to help me produce the best sound qualities, and of course I do record my own cooking shows, and I wonder if you know what editing program I'm using. Anybody know what program I'm using? I'm gonna keep it low so that way I can get a response and reaction from you guys. What program I'm using to do my cooking editing, and here is where he does the mixing, he does the all those great sound of music where he can produce like amazing songs, the music where he write here, he write his song here, he produce here, record here, he mix here, he does everything here in this program here. Project onto that beautiful screen here. So as you can see that I pre-record this cooking show a long time ago, and I haven't got around to do editing because I have been so busy other things, and I have been doing the live videos, live streaming where I don't have to do editing. So everything is everything I do will just be on streaming. And if I break a dish, I cut myself. If I get burned, and you get to see all of it. Oops.
Well, that's good. Let me put this light here.
Yes, so I was saying that I didn't even turn on the camera. I'm so excited to be on here to show you what kind of work I do here in this studio. And my manager, Stone Paxton, the recorder, producer, the singer, the artist, is always make sure that my cameras are bright. Make sure that you can see the wrinkle here and there on my face, and make sure the lighting is perfect. Make sure make sure the sound system work. A lot of time the sound system doesn't work, so that's how crazy my mind works sometimes. So he always makes sure that 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 I give that I receive the best support from him, and I appreciate him for help me starting this dream when we when we became a family a long time ago, 4 or 5 years ago. He asked me what are my passions are besides raising 6 kids and work for the community based organizations and did all that life saving and supporting the communities and help the community navigate through the systems for what 35 years and that taking care of my dad's it's gone now to heaven, and I have my mom with me still, and my kids are all grown. I'm the grandmother now. So he asked me, what is your passion? What do you want to do? What is your dream? Is there something that you want to do that you have not been able to do? So I said, I want to do a cooking show because I love cooking. I have compassion toward cooking. So well, let's go then. Let's get started then. And then he said, what else do you want to do? I told him that I want to write book, the Empowering Woman book. So we came up with the title of the book is Rising Lotus, which we're in the process of completing it. It's just finalized and touch in there and a few other things that we need to do. So Stone Paxton has been such an instrumental, such a guardian, such a leadership. He's not in. He's so compassionate. Let's put it this way. He's not in compete with what I do. He coming in as a supporter, as someone who want to make sure that whatever I desire to get done in my life, the remaining of my years on earth here, that I will be able to do. So cooking was one of my compassion. So he said, well, let's get started. And then he taught me how he created a YouTube channel for me. He taught me how to first, he did all the video recordings and all that. And then he taught me, I know he's busy with his recording and making music and working with varieties of artists. So I know that his time is so limited and he's tired, and time that he worked throughout the night, he won't sleep, he won't stop to eat. So I always make sure that that he get to eat, that he would go to bed and like check on him. Wong, are you in bed? Yes, I am. Sometimes he would just telling me that, but he won't. And the next morning he'd be like nodding off, and I said, oh, okay, so your good night sleep is paying off now, but you're nodding, so I know. So he's kind of person that like you cannot like find it on earth, and someone that really like always have that powerful kind of love, compassion toward helping someone, either be the artist or be the producer, another producer, or even artist or somebody who come to him with compassions of creating music. Okay, so he would help navigate through, he will write the song, produce the track, write the music, record, distribute, and did all that one-stop shopping right here in this studio here. And I love the big screen because so this is where I said sometimes he's in the process of convincing me to learn how to produce. Me, right now I just learning how to it's been my second year now using this editing program, so I'm getting a little bit comfortable with the editing program. So I use this computer at home. I can get everything done on this computer here. I don't have to be in the studio, but this is a formal setting where I come in and finalize and to show him, hey, I had accomplished my work, and to get that sense of compliment from him and make me feel good, because he's the kind of person that that does not shut you down. The kind of person that always said, hey, you know, good job. Even I trying to even this time where I inevitably delete the program like 10 times before I was able to master some basic skill learning how to do editing program. So I can now edit it video. If there's a movie, I probably can do movie. I have not tried the music yet. That's complex. Like editing this, mixing the music is like I would need 5 brains. so so it's complex. So this is a very complex system here, and his whole studios are packed with modern equipment. So I mean, and he has another studio on the other side called Studio B, which is packed with modern music instruments also, and that's where the room that he liked to be more intimate is a smaller room where he be recording his music. So he be mixing it there, sing it there, so it's more intimate. It's smaller. It's about 3 times as small as this. I mean, this is the big room, so it's like the whole living rooms here. So the whole downstairs rooms are all about recording studio. So you see a lot of people coming here. Right now he's working with CJ Mack, and another producer, Demetrius Ships, and then I saw the Tupac Kids, and then CJ Max, the Corrupts, and BJ Knockout. These are the artists that he is working with currently, producing the track and writing the music for them. So they're coming in regularly to work on the album or the singles. So he's been diligently working with these artists to produce those music. So what I do in the meantime, sometimes I come in to picking on him, you know, be just turn on the light, unplug. So that's how much I able to do, right? And I try to stay away from all his equipment. So any, you know, and the error I make was meaning to shut down the whole thing, and then he'd be like, oh, don't you have to do that? Can you not touch it? So I have to be mindful that I do not touch anything when he is recording. So what I can do is just make him food and bring him water, make sure that he's eating, make sure that he's resting, make sure that his voice is all preserved, and that he's not eating crazy to agitate his vocal, you know, because as a singer, he preserves his vocal, he's caring for his vocal, so he's making sure that he's doing the right thing. So right now he's working to finalize his single that he's supposed to be dropping this week, sometime this week. I think he's getting ready. He's finalized it. I don't know the title of the song yet, but I heard when he laid the vocals and created the track, it was beautiful. Hopefully that you will also be supporting and downloading from Spotify and iTunes and perhaps in other distribution mediums also. So Stone Paxton not only owned this beautiful studio that he produced music, he's an artist, he's a singer, and he's recorders and he's distributor. We also distribute brand artist coalitions where we distribute, where you can go in and pay very small amount to have your music distributed throughout the nation. Talking about 250 nation. This distribution organization. The distribution portion is where you artists don't know where to distribute your song, your music, or even your videos. You can go to brand artist coalitions, and I think I have the link on my YouTube. Okay, so if any of you seeking and searching to do music distribution, then please join us in the brand artist coalitions. And if you're looking for the producers, songwriters, music writers, and the whole production, the whole recording, this is the perfect studio. And the fee are minimals. And if you do a track, and that's also it comes with ticket price. But if you already have your track, if you already have your song written out, your lyrics, and all you want to come in, just record your song, and then that's happening too. But if you want Stone Paxton to produce the whole, what do you call it, the whole program where writing recordings and all of that complete package, then yeah, those you have to talk to him about the fees. Okay, so music production is quite expensive. It never really cheap to begin with. You know, if it's cheap, then everybody can just go online and do that. And I've seen people doing that, and but it's not as great as coming into this what you call, I would say, this high technology studios where you work with a real person, where you can own your own music or part of your music or whatever deal that you working with him, then that's your deal. So I'm here in this great studio. I just want to show you how I do my own editing for my own cooking show. So I went and shot the videos. I did this in I believe I released it in English because when I do recording, I do in English, and then I can go ahead and do the modo audios and lay the not vocal, do the voice over. So and then I can add any language that I prefer. So in my cooking show, sometimes I release in English, in Thai, in Cambodian, or even Laotians, whoever audience that I decide to reach, and I would focusing on releasing my cooking show in those languages, which are, it has been great for me because not only that I'm able to continually practice my language. The reason that I'm able to keep this language so proficiently or so because so fluent is because I'm using it regularly. Not only that, I'm using these languages in interpreting services because I have interpreting services agents. I'm a freelance interpreter, so I do regular. There's agency that hire me to do the interpreting in these languages I'm expertise in. So yes, so and that's why I'm always doing my cooking show in these languages. You will see that. Did I use AI? No, these are, or even YouTube audio. No, these are the languages that I'm able to converse in. So I'm proud of that. I love being able to dialogue in all these languages because I am a polyglot person, meaning a multilingual person. I'm fluent in 4 languages. Just I'm doing English. So I'm so proud of the fact that I'm able to transcribe this into another languages. Let's come in with me and explore this moment with me where I can share with you how I'm doing my using this editing program to edit my own cooking show. Okay, you can yes, it is one of those moments. Okay, so just bear with me how it's done today. I have already uploaded all the videos that I need for my cooking show, so it runs about 19 minutes, I believe. So my cooking shows are not lengthy as my streaming, because streaming is I do the actual show where I started from beginning all the way to the end. So the cooking preparation lasts anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, and that's the fact. And in order for me to start from A to Z, it'll take me that amount of time. Sometimes I'll come back and do the second part in order to finish cooking. But in the pre-recording session, it's about the same amount also. But then at the end, I have to come in the studio or use the program where I put all the video together and I crop and condense it in like a nutshell, in a more a clarity, where start from beginning to the end, and I chop it up somewhere in between and make it short enough to gain your attention. And if I don't have the kind of your attention, some people said, oh, too long, I don't have the kind of time, oh, this is boring. Okay, I got it, because this is not okay, cooking show is a little bit different, people gotta learn, people gotta appreciate food in order to appreciate cooking videos, but that is personal preferences, and I'm okay with that. And while you're on here, welcome my TikTok fan and followers. Appreciate and respect and love all of you, and my YouTube fan and my followers. I appreciate you being here. Let's start. Come in with me how I do my editing program on my cooking show. Okay, so like I said, I already have the video that I selected here. Okay, the video that I selected that I'll be using in my cooking show. So same thing, I did many editing. Not editing. I did a lot of shootings. Sometimes I can have about 20, 30 scenes. Okay, I mean the same scene. I just a lot of cutting, because sometimes when the video is too long, it's difficult to upload into the hardware and into the computer. So what I did is that I do 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute here, and then send it to the computer and send it to the external drive, and just have them there available until I pull it out, retrieve it, and put it onto this screen here. So I already preload up all the information I need. I already have my my titles and my and then the intro. So this I already done this episode in English, so I'm doing in Thai. So I got my intro. I started with my cooking. I always start with intro, introduction. So the introduction is in Cambodia, in Thai. So I can pull this into a
สวัส
full
ดีค่ะ
screen.
พ่อแม่พี่น้องคนไทยที่เคารพรักสุดเลยค่ะเชฟดีใจได้เจอพวกคุณวันนี้หวังว่าพวกคุณสบายดีนะคะวันนี้เชฟยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่ YouTube Channel นะคะเชฟมีสูตรอาหารง่ายๆแต่อร่อยอยากจะแชร์กับพวกคุณก็อย่าลังเลสิคะเข้าไปในครัวเราจะได้ทำอาหารนี้ร่วมกันนะคะเชิญเลยค่ะ
So my saying now, welcome to Chef Vanilla Cooking Show, and in the separate videos. So the video was shot in an angle where it does not allow to do full screen. So in order to do the full screen, I have to pull another video as the background screen to allow my video to expand into the full screen, or the short screen, or the long screen. So normally I do intro in a short screen, and then I comprise it in a multiple layer of videos. So that way I have this background video running while I'm doing my intro. So it's interesting how I'm able to learn to do that. It took me a while to figure that out. If you go back and see some of my old videos where I didn't have this kind of this kind of episode where I overlay my double the videos, one for the short screen, one for the long screen. So I was able to, over the course of time, after my producer, he was quite busy with his own work, so I learned to explore the app. He would be the one that provide me with all the tools I need to successfully editing my program. So he's very generous about supporting me, supplying me with the information and with the updated versions of the editing programs and the right program that I need to do this beautiful editing here. Okay, so I pull this in a full screen. I just click the full screen, and I'll see that it's full screen motion right here. Okay? So if you pull up my cooking show, some of my cooking show where I did not learn all this trick, it'll be funny because the audio was not right, the pixel was not right, the lighting was not right, the colors of the color was not right. This is just because I'm in the process of learning at the time. So as you can see that sometimes I did a lot of editing where I add more of the feature. I do some lighting, I do a few tricks just to learn it. I just learned a few features that I love. Okay. And then I just pull it down, and then I have with me with the normal introduction. I also have have the audio and background audio, which is the happy people by Stone Paxton, just in case YouTube tried to be funny. But this is the authorized song that I have on my cooking show, titled Happy People. Okay, and Happy People is a single song. Solo. Okay. So yes, for my TikTok, for the copyright, I have the authorization to feature Happy People by Stone Paxton. All right, so so I have the copyright to, not copyright, I have the authorization to this song to feature on my cooking show. Okay, so be friendly for the TikTok admins, and for my YouTube, they know that this is my my background song, so they cool with me. YouTube cool. All right, so let's go in because I have all my videos, the favorite videos that I'm using in my cooking show. This program here will allow me to see. I can use the intro and the outro, where I can bring another videos where I express my gratitude to my followers and and my audience. Okay. So this song right here, I just pull it from the file and I save it to the file. When I need it, I just pull it. So it's working perfect. This is the complete videos that I already put together. I just now need to lay vocal in Thai. As you see that I have introduction in Thai, so that's where the rest of my video would be in Thai. So where I'm gonna go ahead and lay the vocal throughout the sections here. So if you, those who familiar with this editing program, we own the right to this program here because we purchased the right and authorization. So therefore, I can mention it, but I just want to see how many of you know what program I'm using for my editing, right? That would be great. Let me put the charger on my phone before. How are we doing? How all of us doing today? You doing good? The families, grandma and grandpa, the dog and the cat, all good? I know the kids are not in school, huh? They'll be running around, and if you have more than one kid in the household, I know how that goes, because same thing for mine too. Okay, let me go underneath so I can plug this in. right, we're good. So in order to do voiceover, I have to pull up the voiceover system where I can find it under the Windows. And this little guy right here. This is the feature. So when I'm doing editing, I cannot do it in the full screen mode because I need to be able to see down below here what I'm doing down below here. So I'm going to start from where the intro. So what I did with intro, that I did a little scene of the intro.
สวัสดีค่ะพ่อแม่พี่น้องคนไทยที่เคารพรักสุดเลยค่ะเชฟดีใจได้เจอคุณวันนี้หวังว่าพวกคุณสบายดีนะคะวันนี้เชฟยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่ YouTube Channel นะคะเชฟมีสูตรอาหารง่ายๆแต่อร่อยอยากไปแชร์กับพวกคุณก็อย่าลังเลสิคะเข้าไปในครัวเราจะได้ทำอาหารนี้ร่วมกันนะคะเชิญเลยค่ะ
So I added Thai font. So by using the Google app where I can go and do the Google app and do the full translation, and then I would load it up into my video segment here, and I can have any language that available on Google Translation. I also have Thai font that I downloaded on my system here. I have Thai, Cambodian, Laos, and English here, all the 4 languages that I'll be using. So therefore, it's a little complex, okay? I mean, it's not easy. This is not an easy system. This system here, you have to go to school to do this. But then because I'm so fortunate to work with Stone Paxton's, and he was able to coach me and teach me how to implement this system here. So like you see that I can pull on here for the language option. So right now I'm doing Thai, so I'm going to go ahead and do Thai options, and then I can pull up this the font. Okay, so I just going to do the font right here. So this with font here, panel here, I can move it around. Okay, I can move out of the way, I can move up here wherever I need to be, so it won't in the way. So I use the mouse. It's quick and easier. It transition better. And I also have my voiceover here, and I would probably move it somewhere because here is where I'm going to be typing all the text on the font here under the text here, okay? And then with that, I can pull up all kind of text style, colors, and font size and colors. So it's really neat. This system here is not easy. Okay, when I started this, I was about to give up, and he told me that do not give up, because I do not waste my time and energy so that you can get up easily. So I have to get up and do it. So there's time when I called him midnight at Bong, I accidentally deleted the program. You know, he like scratch his head, and then I have to send the program by zipper because the program is launched. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start my my voiceover because I got the intro. Now I want to do the voiceover in Thai. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm gonna check my audio. So I'm gonna do it right here, and I will. After intro, I'm go in where I said cooking with Chef Viner here in Thai, okay? And then I already have recipe written out, and this is the overlay images of my spicy pork rib called cha krung or pat pet. So here we go, pat pet. So I run this little. Remember when I did the short shooting, so it's not full screen. So and then I overlaid with the full screen videos that I shot to bring the full screen images.
สวัสดีค่ะ
So now you see that I have overlaid 2 videos
สุดเลยค่ะเชฟดีใจได้เจอคุณวันนี้หวังว่าพวกคุณสบายดีนะคะวันนี้เชฟยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่ YouTube Channel นะคะเชฟมีสูตรอาหารง่ายๆแต่อร่อยอยากจะแชร์กับพวกคุณก็อย่าลังเลสิคะเข้ามาในครัวเราจะได้ทำอาหารนี้ร่วมกันนะคะเชิญเลยค่ะ
Then I have the background music of Happy People by Stone Paxton. So I can have because I want to relay the vocal, so therefore I had it very inaudible to just that it does not so blunt, so that way you can still hear me well, and then a music play in the background make it really unique. So I'm gonna record right now. I have voiceover. This little guy over here, okay, so I can move him around as I needed space to work on. So I'm gonna put him on this corner right here using the mouse to navigate through. Typically, I would turn off the video first before I can start the voiceover. Or I can do that also. Okay, I can have the audio run, but once we start the voiceover system, and the audio would automatically cease. Okay. Here we go. The audio will be in Thai. Okay, so let's do this. วันนี้นะคะก่อนที่เราจะเริ่มต้นเชฟก็อยากพาคุณเข้าครัวก่อนอื่นและแรกอื่นเราก็ต้องเตรียมหาเครื่องก่อนนะคะวันนี้เราจะส่งเครื่องโดยจะเป็นเครื่องแกงนะคะเครื่องแกงก็ผสมกับสมุนไพรเยอะๆฉะนั้นมาดูสมุนไพรที่เชฟจะใช้ในการร่วมเครื่องแกงเผ็ดวันนี้นะคะเชิญค่ะ So I'm using the mouse and I will open up. Hold on. I gotta turn off the voice over first. If I don't like what I'm hearing, then I just lay it over, and I just do it over. For example, let me test how it sounds like first, and if I don't like it, or it's too loud, or too inaudible, or not loud enough, then I adjust it here, right here. I know if you can see it, but yeah, on this blue area here. So I can lower the volume, or I can raise up the bar all the way to the top. I think I talk too loud, so you can see that it's in the yellow. So that's not a good thing because it can be irritating. So I can bring the bar down to let's replay. If I don't like it, I can do it all over. วันนี้นะคะก่อนที่เราจะเริ่มต้นเชฟก็อยากพาคุณเข้าครัวก่อนอื่นและแรกอื่นเราก็ต้องเตรียมหาเครื่องก่อนนะคะวันนี้เราจะส่งเครื่องโดยจะเป็นเครื่องแกงนะคะเครื่องแกงก็ผสมกับสมุนไพรเยอะๆฉะนั้นมาดู So I see a lot of echoes, meaning that because this room is so big, sometimes it can create that echo-ness. So I have to maybe step back a little bit, so that way, because I'm speaking louder than I normally do, because my voice is soft anyway. So, but Stone always reinforced that I should speak in a louder tone, because it sounds better. But today I did that. It seemed like the audio pickup was pretty high, so I'm gonna lower my tone a little bit, and I'm back away from the screen just a little bit, just to give me that perfect volumes and of the auditorium volume. Okay, so I already erase the first audio, so I'm gonna restart, and sometimes I have to do this a couple times so that I can get the best audios of my voice. Sometimes irritating, sometimes I'm speaking too much and I can get like a scratchy voice. Sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it's annoying. It depends on where I'm doing it or what I'm doing with it. Okay, let's restart. วันนี้เชฟอยากจะพาคุณนะคะมาผสมเครื่องแกงวันนี้เราจะแกงเผ็ดแกงร้อนกระดูกหมูนะคะฉะนั้นเช ชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้ผสมเครื่องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ so I just do verse by verse I cannot do like the whole narrating because that would be too long so what I do here because I make a lot of pausing so what I do is that I will go here in this application here right here see that they have selection so I'm gonna trim I'm gonna trim the audio I'm gonna tie-dye where I'm paused where I have the extra article where's the all that I can eliminate all that so just make perfect audio where I'm speaking like in like a monotone voice where there's no breaking there's no long pausing so this is allow me to do that I just come in here and I'll bring the blade over and then with the blade I can minimize and I just chop it up like this okay it takes a little bit of time to do this okay it's no easy way to do this so because when I talk sometimes you know I don't remember the lines and sometimes I pause a little bit and go back and select do the normal selection oh I have to raise the audio already so that's loud so and what I do is that I would oh I need one more trimming here I would trim it and then I can move and bring my my audio into what do you call it to make it flow you know so here I can bring it here and then I can chop it and make it flow okay so editing is not easy it takes a lot of time and sometimes I do it in the middle of the night where sometimes my head is clear when no distraction the dog is sleeping the grandchildren are sleeping and everybody is sleeping so what I do is just I work late at night and yeah whatever work for me you know I'll do so I just drag it around and attach to the other audio and then it to make it more flowing that way you don't stuck with all that unnecessary unspoken language and to clean up the vocal also that's why I like live streaming better I don't have to do any of this editing whatever I make mistake online then you have to laugh at it you know which I don't mind anymore because you know you can laugh all you want the other day I broke a dish right online so I'm like you know I was using to sharpen my knife all of a sudden I lost the grip and there so I paused to I mean I stopped to clean it up I'm not ashamed of it you know it's kind of funny that happened okay let me replay the audio and see if it fit with if that's what I like to hear let's replay วันนี้เชฟอยากจะพาคุณนะคะมาผสมเครื่องแกงวันนี้เราจะแกงเผ็ดแกงร้อนกระดูกหมูนะคะฉะนั้น so I hear all เผ็ดแกงร้อนOkay, so there's the arm right there. I can eliminate the arm. So I have to move. เทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ Move the fragment around. เราจะแกงเผ็ดแกงร้อนกระดูกหมูนะคะฉะนั้นเชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้ผสมเครื่องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ So what I did with this audio is that I uploaded from the previous videos that I released show how to make the stir fry spicy paste so what I did is that I didn't want whole slow regular motion so I speed it up so to do that I use this feature here it'll give you the options of what the speed of your audios or your video would be so I use this smooth slow motions or fast motions or normal motion will be 100% so I use this for I think the fastest I use about 4 here so that way my videos would like zoom faster than the regular videos. Okay, it just zoom. It's not like no, it's not like that. It's just like it has that what do you call it? Where you'll be able to see it like this. Hold on, we'll see what I'm talking about. Let me go back here.
วันนี้เชฟอยากจะพาคุณนะคะมาผสมเครื่องแกงวันนี้เราจะแกงเผ็ดแกงร้อนกระดูกหมูนะคะฉะนั้นเชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้ผสมเครื่องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ
So I can hear the clicking, so then I have to go back and minimize the clicking because that clicking of here is right here, so I can just delete that out.
จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะส่งเครื่องแกงวันนี้เราจะแกงเผ็ดวันนี้เชฟอยากจะพาคุณนะคะมาผสมเครื่องแกงวันนี้เราจะแกงเผ็ดแกงร้อนกระดูกหมูนะคะฉะนั้นเชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้ผสมเครื่องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ เครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ
I leave the English text on here because then I know but I will take it out when I'm done with it. I can shrink the text here, or I can enlarge the text. So I will shrink it up, and then I can move this around so you can see that it's sitting right on my face. So this the install title is see-through. Some of them are blocking and not see-through, so it depends your preferences. Either you do this clear see-through and you just drag it in from here. This is option here where you can do the title and you just bring it, and some of them had a tricky 3Ds and all kind of different feature. So some of them fade away, some just pop, some just rotate. So these are the features of the titles that I can bring it in and add the titles and add the text on it. It's really fun. And then once you're done with that and you click on here, it'll allow you to see all these other options of adding all these beautiful features of the text. Okay, there you go. Okay, and it had two options. Either do 3D style or 2D style. Okay, it's a little more dramatic on the 3D style. So all this font here can make your video look really cool feature with a cool feature here. Okay, look at that. So here I'm just using regular. I'm using one of the regular option from the title here. Let's see which one I use. Scroll down, so they have all kind of options. Let me remove this baby down here. So this is like a cool trick here. I can add it here and bring it a little sprinkle. Look at that, and I can take this off without title because I just need a little sprinkle here. Oh, hold on. And if I play right here, you see the little sprinkle, little dust, stardust.
ส่งเครื่องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ
Let's see. Let me go back. Where's my stardust go?
ทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะเครื่องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำเครื่องแกงด้วยกันนะคะ
I remove it absolutely. Okay, let's do it again.
ดูหมูนะคะฉะนั้นเชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้
See that?
ส่ง
You
เค
see
รื่อง
that stardust?
เทศเพื่อที่จะดู
So it's like a really nice
เชิญ
intro
เข้า
to
มาค่ะ
it.
เราจะได้ผสม
There you
เค
go.
รื่อง
This is
เทศ
like
นะคะฉะนั้นเชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้ผสมเครื่องเทศแกงร้อนกระดูกหมูนะคะฉะนั้นเชิญเข้ามาค่ะเราจะได้ผสมเค
See
รื่
that?
องเทศเพื่อที่จะทำ
It's such
เครื่
a
องแกงด้วยกัน
beautiful
นะคะ
feature. Yeah? So there you go. All right. So I leave this in English. The descriptions of my ingredient, and then I also had it translated in Cambodian because but I really need is the Thai font here. I will add Thai font. I think I did that in Cambodian, not English. I think I released in Cambodian. That's why I still have the Khmer font here. But here I can what I normally do the translation, because Google Translation is not eligible to translate anything. Not everything that you able to, they don't translate everything correctly. So what I do is that I will cut and paste into the Google Translation, and whatever is not translated, I have to add my own font in it. Okay, so this is fun fact about that. So I'm gonna go to my my Google here and log on to my you can see that I have a cooking this is my cooking channel here. So it's under YouTube and all that, and that's my channel, and put that in full screen. And I also can find the interpreting or the translation. Okay, so I just add one of this option here, and I do translation. I think I already have it. I may not have it, but let me search it. Okay, translation. Oh, I have to get out Thai font first. Get it to English font. Sometimes to do the font is it's not easy, because I this is English font on my laptop here, on my my board here. To do this writing in another language, I have to use the mouse, and, or cursor to like click one alphabet at a time. It can be forever. So if I use translation, and I can search for the language I need. Here it was in Spanish. I want it in Thai, so I have to go search for Thai right here. And let me get that one out first. And so it does take a lot of time, it's not easy, but then this is the best skill we learn. Not only that, for my cooking show in the long future, I might get into filming, editing business, depend on where Stone Paxton will help me in place in the near future, because we're gonna start doing the we're already doing the he and I, well, we already start doing our own show. We talk on our own contents and live shows and podcast show. I have my own podcast show, so I talk on various subject alone. Sometimes I would I would co-host with him on certain subject. And also, and of course, doing the production would be something that I wouldn't be able to achieve. That would take years of learning. Perhaps when I'm ready for. Right now, I'm just learning what he's teaching me from the basic principle and the elementaries of the knowledge that I need for the productions and the editing program that he's teaching me how. So this is one of the program that I'm doing. So with the translation, I will be able to cut and paste the recipe that I have earlier. So there we go. So I paste all my ingredient. I'll see whether it's translated correctly. Okay, you'll probably not be able to see it, but the screen is kind of bright, but you get the idea that yes. So this helped me speed up my my process of doing translation. I can because I'm not fluent on using the board, the font board, because I'm used to English. I'm not used to Thai or Cambodian or Lao font. So therefore, it take me a bit because the font are a little bit different than English. You have to memorize the alphabet and the vowels, but for them, because the vowel and the alphabet is extensive and it's crazy. It had subscript, and then it had subscript where are the script on the bottom, the script on the top, and the vowels on the top, on the bottom, on the side. So it's complex written language. So therefore it's a lot of work. So when I do Google Translation, it does not translate everything. Google Translation is not proficient. You cannot use Google Translation to translate documents, import document. You cannot, because it does not have that, it cannot be complete without human intelligence. The AI intelligence is not all that intelligent, okay? It need human touch in order to complete that. So I used to do translation, document translation, where have to do with health and health district, send it over. I said, Lana, can you proofread this and see if it makes sense? I said, I can't make sense of this. Can you send me English version so I know what they're talking about? So then it can get complex. So here I go. I have my ingredient here. On the top is fine. Okay. So it talk about I needed the scallions. Okay.
If you make your screen darker, they'll be able to see it better.
Really well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at it on YouTube. Make your screen a little bit darker. You know the brightness?
Oh, right there? There?
Is it going down on your computer, the brightness?
Yes, right there.
I think that's a little bit better. Yeah.
So I just cut and paste from my editing program here. I'm looking whether everything is translated correctly. If not, I can work around the wording here, because a lot of these ingredients it's not AI intelligent, so it doesn't have a name or title for it. So therefore, the lemongrass would translate into a couple language, and then the lemongrass and the kaffir leaf, it's still, the kaffir leaf didn't come up, so then I have to go in and fix the kaffir leaves, and then the garlic came up, and what else that didn't come up? The dry chili came up, the turmeric, it didn't come up. So it's giving me an idea where I needed to fill up this translation. I would just copy and paste and put back into my copy and open my editing program and paste it. Okay, so here we go. So I move this around first. So I would move it to where the recipe is at. Okay. So I have to move this around. This is the recipe that I needed. I have it in Cambodian. I'll leave that alone. I'll come back and minimize that. And I have to go back and find the title page that I need. So it has varieties of title page. The one I use is see-through. I think I use this one. I'm not sure. Let me see if that works. Oh yeah, this one I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna do and go back to. So this is a complex system here. Okay, it's not something that you just sit down and figure it out. It takes months, not years. Okay, but because Stone Paxton, he's so knowledgeable about operating all these programs, so I'm able to. I think this is my second year doing this, so I'm now able to feel comfortable doing that on my own. Though I have not learned all the features that I need, but at least I get some basic feature that I'm able to produce my own editing and download my own videos, and you can see it on YouTube. It's not the best looking videos, but at least I got the concept. He taught me the concept, and I learned that. A lot of time I have to explore all the features here, because the brand new feature every day. Either learn it, you don't. So the other day he was saying, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. I saw your videos. You had nice feature. You did a good job. You overlaid the videos. That's impressive." That made me feel good, from my teacher saying that. Just like he gave me an A+. I'm like, "Yes, thank you." I'll jump in joy. That was like a big deal to me. Somebody to like extol me for my, oops, I accidentally deleted. So I'm trying to remove the original text here. Okay. So I have to highlight it and then copy it. So here's the Thai font. I have to bring it to smaller size, and so reduce the size here. So it's messing up right now because the system, the translation system and this editing program, sometimes it does not support each other. So then everything's like screwed up, and so I have to spend time to, you know, everything in order, everything in line. So I can see that everything's screwed up here. Let me open up the, you see what I'm talking about. So here we go. Let me stop the video. So I have this one pasong, where is the ingredients combinations are. So the first line is good, you know, and the hot paste for the stir fry, and for the here the lemongrass, it did not translate, so I have to go into the Cambodian Thai font to do that. I have to go back and exit from the full screen, and the font is very small. Sometimes it's irritating, you know, because I really need it to see. So I'm coming down to here where, hold on, where am I? Okay.
Sure you don't want to move this back some because you got it really, really close to your face. Right to here.
Yeah. Okay. It's darker.
No, it's perfect.
Oh, it is? Okay, thank you. So I have to go fix the other translation that's screwed up. So, because I didn't have enough lighting on it.
No, it's perfect. See?
Perfect. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. With lighting, it doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be just the right.
Well, thank you. It's beautiful. So then I will come back. This is just a demonstration for you. I can come back. I will make all the correction. I will make all the correct spelling, the identifications of each ingredients and each herbs and spices in here. Okay, because it just screwed up big time when I copy and paste and put into this editing program. It did not support, but I can go in there and make changes. Okay, like this one right here. I can make changes. Like we can go back and see that here the Thai font here. The descriptions of my right here. So it didn't translate right. The kaffir leaf translate, but then lemongrass didn't translate. But it translate way down here, and here I think what I have here, I think I have scallions here. Okay, hom yai, which is fine. Okay, it's not ton, it's hua. So I have to go change this wording here, and everything else. This is turmeric, it's fine, and garlic's fine. And then the kalango, fine. I need to change this wording here. It's fine. So everything's fine, save for just a minor corrections on the font and on the wording. So all right. So we got it. So this is Thai font. So it's complex system. Thai font is a little bit easier than the Cambodian font because the Thai font does not have subscript. But well, it does. Like this letter here. This is a built-in subscript, so I don't have to figure it out. See that right here? So it has its own built-in subscript. So some of the letters are it's on below. It's not like English where the letters and all the vowels are like on the same line. You know, it produces the same line. But in Thai, Cambodian, you see that the vowels, they have double vowels and accent. The accent characters here is confusing right here. See, this is like the second accent character here. And then this right here had sub vowels. This went on the bottom. This is a short. This is a long U, short U, and all that is all building from the bottom here. Okay, so the same thing with Cambodian. But Cambodian have subscript It's called the zheng, mean the foot. Zheng is the letter that we use to double spelling it. Okay, so Cambodian writing is complex. I don't know about Chinese. I don't know about Korean. I think it's for me. Cambodian is kind of it's complex because it's mix of Balis or it's complex. Thai same way, but I found that it's more pleasant to use the Thai script and type it, more eloquently. But for Cambodian, I have to change the setting in order to get certain subscript or the script on the top or the vowel on the bottom right. If I don't know how to use the shifting gear, I won't be able to write any of the things because the system is so complex, and then the the font systems are complex. If I don't use the right font, if there's not support with the program I'm using, so it's confusing. But you know what, I'm learning each time I do this. It allows me to learn, to progress, and to be able to explore the option of me using different font and different system. You can do it other way because foreign font is complicated in a way. You're thinking English is complicated because when we first learning English is complicated, but at least English is legit. You can get it done in one line. Say for the I, the letter I, where you have the little dot on the top, and then compared to Cambodian and Thai who had the script on the top, the script on the bottom, and then the foot of the script. It's confusing. Just like Chinese, when I look at Chinese, I'm confused. When I look at Korean writings, confused. Japanese writings, confused. Let alone the Hindu writings, all confused until you learn to read and write, and then it become clear and click in, like this. So all these languages take years to study and learn. But I enjoyed it though, it allowed me to learn. When I was younger, Cambodian, I'm self-taught because I was old enough to go to school in Cambodia because being born as a girl, I don't have the same privilege as being born to be a boy. Because the family value boy over girl. They believe that girl don't have to get educated. She's going to be married off and she's going to become someone's wife, someone's household. So I don't really need to be educated. So my dad would send my brother to the city to live with my aunt, who was in the upper scale society. So she had a beautiful home in Battambang, and my brother was sent to go to school. And while he kept me back in the farm, helping with the farmhand, helping with the babies. My mom keep having children. At the time, there were 5 of us, and I'm the second oldest, so I got into babysit all that business early and learn how to cook early. My mom makes sure that I learn how to cook as soon as I can walk, can start the fire and all that. We don't have electricity, so if you want to cook, we have to start the fire. If I want water, I have to go to the water hole, I have to go to the river, I have to go to somewhere to bring the water. Not like you turn on the faucet. Having easy here, we don't do that. I was brought up where the fundamental life skill was taught early. So that's why I appreciate more that I'm being here with all this stuff that's offered to us. It's wonderful that this is being offered. You want light, you turn it on. You want water, turn it on. You want go to the market, jump in the car. There I have to walk miles to go to the market, and I have to walk to my neighbors, to my grandpa, somewhere to get fire. Sometimes grandpa would keep the charcoal underneath the ash, and then I can borrow the fire and then bring it to my house and start the fire instead of cooking. Sometimes the wind too strong, my fire would get doubted. And then I have to go back and forth and try to get fire. Finally, grandpa said, here, take the whole charcoal with you. Take the whole fire. Don't worry. I know how to start fire. So then, yeah. If I take too long, my mom come home and she's having that stick ready. Like, you've been gone too long, Vanna. We're hungry. We're waiting for the fire. You're like fight quest, like in the olden, in in the stone age. You know, I think I was born after the Stone Age era, but it seemed like I was in the Stone Age era where, you know, request for fire, you know, that smoke, but then he had his Zippo with him in the farm, so I either go get it like 5 miles from that, or I just go to next door neighbors or grandpa house a few house down and get the fire. And if the monsoon is coming and the rain is coming, then that's it, the fire die. And then the rest of the time I would like either I get slapping and or you know, in those days everybody get hit. They hit the kid like holidays, you know what I mean? You won't get saved because everybody doing it in the village. You know, you do something wrong, you get spanking. I used to run for my life. I don't want to get spanking every time when mom turn around looking for her stick, and I'll be running. I'll be like at the outer corner of the village, and she won't catch me, but she will catch me when I come home. So that was fun life. That's what kind of life I have to live through. So now that when I come to America, having my own kids, I have to change the parenting style. Now I don't do the autocratic, corporal punishment kind of parenting anymore. I change the whole dynamic of parenting where love got to come in, the nurtures and upbringing rights. I don't want to treat my kids like I was treated back in the day. You know, I can't find stick over here because I'm gonna get sent to jail if I do that. But this time I said, you know what, I'll get it done. I wanted to sit in jailhouse and get free food and free shelter for a few days and get a vacation from you guys. They're looking at me like, go ahead, mom. It's okay. We'll make our own food, you know. So, but I have so much fun memory raising my kids also, you know. But here we go. So it's just a complexity of doing another foreign font or any font beside English. So because we're so used to doing English, now you're doing another fonts in another language, it get complex. Look at the writing. Look at the writing itself, it's complex. You know, I mean, you won't be able to see it clearly, but if you check Lao font, Cambodian font, any other font that you're not illiterate in, or you're illiterate in, so you won't be able to tell which character is which. So same thing, I can read this, so I know every character, I know the vowel, I know the consonants, I know everything, the numbers and everything. So I have to change the numerical also, because the Thai numerical is different than English numerical. Okay, well, so let me show you what Thai numerical look like. So I have to bring down the font here. Remember, change it to Thai font. Change the character, change the font, and bring my keyboard down, because here I don't remember the Thai font on this regular keyboard. So with this keyboard here will allow me to view it in a different angles. So where's my keyboard go? Oh, there we go. So it's a little. So here is the alphabet. I mean the numerical. So it looks a little different here. So I have to go back over here and change it right here. I will add the number 3 there. Sometimes it does that. I don't like it when I'm not able to type in and have to be very technical about it. So there you go. So I add number 3 there. All right, so I'm gonna come back and make the corrections on the font, okay? Because I wanted to show you that today I'm laying the vocal and laying all the font here with all the descriptions of the ingredients and the certain things that I like to describe it in Thai font. Sometimes I add some fun factors or some fun. Let me move my voice over down. I used to use this character here for the title, you know, and then add all the descriptions, and here I can bring it down. And I was doing some fun character. Let me see. Some of the fun character would be, And all this also fun right here to add the titles and the menus and all that. So all the cute stuff here, and we have some Oriental feature here. Let's see. See, it got a little stem and a little map of the world. So that sometimes I use this feature here to combine in my video to give a little Oriental feature at it. So I can type my name here. I can add Chef Anna in, or I can do that in Thai. So I erase all that. Let me bring the Thai font back. I still have it. Where is my font at? I shrink my font. So let me go back and zoom out. And oops. There's a feature that I can. Oh no. So I can add my name here, right here. I'll say Chevana in, so I'll go find the character. Use the V, oops. Right here. So I will go with a letter V. So it's really fun if you know what you're doing. You know, if you don't know what you're doing, then it's it can get crazy. It's just like I'm experiencing here. It won't let me add the script. Let me see. There you go. That's my name in Thai, a letter V. So I use 2R for the Sanskrit writing. Instead of the A here, I use a 2R, and there's another N. Here is the N, and this the A. Okay, that's my name, Bana. And I can add my last name, which is N. I find the letter O here. And the letter I, have to search for it. I think letter I is right here. And then the letter N. And then I have an accent, an extra letter, which is the double N. So I can do the double N and do this character. There you go. So in means almost like the form of goddess. So that's my name there. So this is a fun factor here, fun characters. So if I go back and play it for you, you see what I'm talking about. So this is just some of the options that you can do to play around and have fun with this. I can say now I find joy in doing this because I know what I'm doing before. When I don't know what I'm doing, I'll be crying for real. You know, I do that, and there was a lot of frustration. But now I have the Cambodian script here. I need to remove it because I'm already done with the Cambodian versions. I can go back and remove it, and so it just gives descriptions of how I make this is the feature that I just add in. You see that? Okay. So this is Thai script. So the whole translation is not easy. The English is the English. Normally I do cooking show in English. Sometimes when I have a lot of distraction in the kitchen, the grandkids are running around, the dog are barking, and everybody's trying to cook at the same time, and I can't find the best time to like have an intimate time where everything is quiet and respectable. So then I have to come back here and lay the voice over, not vocal, I'm sorry, voice over. Vocal, you'll be singing. Voice over is when you be talking. So I do the English voice over, and any voice over that I like to do to minimize all the distractions and with the music running, so that make it more audible, more. Yeah, it's more desirable. It's not a lot of distraction. Sometimes I get lazy, you know, I just let the audio run. I don't care, dog barking, grandma was spitting. It didn't matter where time where I just released the whole thing looking clumsy like that, you know, hearing clumsy like that. But this time that I take pride in my work, I want my audience, my followers to enjoy my video. So I make a professional one, you know, like I'm doing here. This is gonna be a professional one. and I already released it in the other language. Let me check. Yeah, I think I did it in Cambodian, Chao Krung. Okay. So, so, so I will do next in Thai because this year is Cambodian. It's a Cambodian cuisine which I'm introducing to my Thai audience, to my Thai family, how to cook Cambodian food. I know that Cambodia and Thailand, they are not best friends right now. They be at war and threaten each other, killing each other. But for me, I'm all about camaraderie. I want that friendship. I want peace between the two lands because they're neighbors. You know, I believe that they're brothers and sisters in a way. And the king and queen used to marry the kids, but then as the history changed, as the time moved to generation, thing had shift and changed, and then friendships dissolve, and they wanted more from each country. They claim things that not belong to them, the land, the monastery, the ruins, the um, all those belonging, like the ruins, the temples, the pagoda, the lands, you know, it's probably divided, and there's no reason for anybody trying to claim something that's not maybe theirs 500 years ago, but it's won over or been purchased or all those transitions. But now Thai come back and say, well, you know, that ruins is our ancestors built it. You didn't have it. That's all workmanship, and it's fight going on, and 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 that's not right. And you know that I'm Thai descent, born in Cambodia, so I'm connected with two countries. So when these two countries don't get along, I just get a big headache. I just take Tylenol and take a long nap, you know, because when the peace gonna come? Because Cambodia just got just Cambodia just barely got over the killing field. As you know, that Cambodia had faced the killing massacre and ethnic cleansing that happened from 1975 until about 1979. That's about 4 or 5 years of killings of their own civilians. So, and that's the reason my family fled. We fled because they're gonna kill us because we Thai descent. That's what they're looking to kill us. Ethnic cleansing. They want all the immigrants, all the foreigners to leave Thailand or don't get chance to leave Thailand at the time that everybody got captured and put them in the work camp, and everybody worked, everybody dressed the same way, the black outfit and there's no shoe actually. If the shoe, then the sandal made out of tractor tires, and they wear the scarf, you know, and so everybody looked the same. Everybody operate in the same class. There's no doctors, no lawyers, there's no judge, no religion, no religious leaders, no rich man, no farmers, no pharmaceutical, no doctor, no nurse, no hospital, nothing. Okay? So if you get sick and then you know there's no treatment, then you die. If they found you that your family serve in the army, serve in the government sectors, then the whole family will get prosecuted. Not prosecuted, persecuted. Prosecuted when the judge make decision. Persecuted when they kill you for no apparent reason. You know, so in that period of time from 1975, like in the summer of 1975 until late 1979, for that period of time, believes that I talked about this before, you know, to some audience, that about 2 million Cambodian that die from starvation, from illnesses, from pestilence, from persecutions and tortured, you know, tortured before they kill people that kill the monk, disrobe the monk, and force the monk to work. If my family serve in the government level, any level, the branch of government, they found out the whole generation will get slaughtered, will get persecuted. Either they put you into this ditch with heat, where they build fire on the top of the ditch, and and cook you and burn you to death or tie you down to the trees and allow them um, and, and and make open wounds so the ants and the critter would come and suck the flesh out of you, and for the pregnant woman will open her womb and consume the fetus and consume her boobs, and for the newborn just slash the baby onto the head. And they did that to my cousin, my second cousin, my my aunt, my junior aunt was pregnant, and she gave birth to a little baby during the time that the Pol Pot taken over, the Khmer taken over. So one day I was doing family history, genealogy for my family through the church program. So I stumbled upon the name of the baby girl that was born into my aunt. I mean, my aunt's killed. Only husband survived. So my uncle-in-law, he survived. He got shot a few times. The story to this horrific incident was that the Khmer marched down to my village and tied up everybody in the village and marched them to the killing field, and just persecution style go, and then that thunder shot penetrate through every life that they bind them together in a bunch like this, and blindfold, and their arms are tied to the back, and my uncle, so they march them down to the killing hole. They dug hole, they make big holes, and where they shot everybody in that string. They bind them in the string, and my aunt was shot, and my uncle was shot a couple times in the area, and she fall on him, and everybody fall down in the string, bind together, and once they believed that they had killed everybody, so they pushed the body into holes. And don't get me wrong, they did not fill up the hole. They did not bury the dead. Okay, they just leave the hole open, and they just bring more body. They just bring more dead person. They just kill more people and push the body into the ground, into the hole. So my uncle was he got shot a couple of times, but he was one of the lucky son of a gun. He survived through. He crawled out of the. He was able to free himself. He gained conscious, and he crawled out of the killing holes, and he got out of the holes where he make escape, and went to the city this time where the Battambang city has not been overtaken. So he was able to get himself to the hospital and was hospitalized. And this is where they the Khmer taken over, like the farm area and certain city. They have not even gone through the persecution. So, and then after that, he fled to Thailand, where he got more medical service in Thailand as refugee. At this time, when Thailand finally opened the border, because all the refugees are now influx toward Thai border, and Thai government don't know what's going on with Cambodia, so they was confused with the crowd coming into Thailand. And then finally word of mouth was that they're killing Cambodia, and Thailand was forced to open the policy receiving all these refugees, and then working with the Red Cross. And I think they worked together with United Nations and Red Cross coming in and building camps and all that, and there was more people coming. This is at the time where I make escape in 1974, also before all this killing. So back to what I was saying, that the killing taking place about, it's not quite 5 years, it's 4 years some months, but then during that time they believe that over 2 million of the unknown grave were killed. That include my family, my aunts and my uncle, my great uncles, my aunts, my biological aunt, but my grandparent was able to escape with us, and only a few of us who were able to escape. Only a few family, okay? Maybe 10 family on both sides of the family. Other than that, they're all dead and they're all killed. They all. But then no, I take it back. But then there's still some family member who survived the Holocaust and the killings. the massacre. They survived the work camp all the years. When I visited, I'm visited my aunt and her children. She had 12 children, so now the family expanded again. So with that memories, why I'm talking about this, because it's part of my history. It's part of my history that I share, because if you don't know I um why I speak certain language, why I behave certain way, because oh, oh my bad. So yeah, it's just that we experience level of experience in our life. You may say that, well, you born in America, great. I mean, America is such a great country. America is such a great country that people will do everything, spend any kind of money to hire um, someone to bring them, either through marriage or through relationship or kinship, okay, to bring them over, so that they can live here freely in the free land. And on the same token, we struggled to get here. Like I said, I was in refugee camp from 1974 until 1980, so that constituted over 5 years of my life in a refugee camp. But I operate a little differently, because I'm already speaking Thai, because I was born in a multicultural, multilingual family, so I already speak Cambodian and Thai, being born in Cambodia. So I already have the good foundation of the understanding of language, but only the written language. So go back to where my dad does not allow me to get educated. Being woman, it's not necessary to get education. Like I was mentioned in my former videos, that I live almost next door to the school. We were only a few yards away from the schoolyards. Our house built on the top of riverbank, so I can hear all the reciting of the alphabet. I can hear the laugh, the joy, the playing time, the break time, and all that, recess time, and all. I can hear all that, but then I wasn't in school, and I didn't understand why, because my mom never got sent to school neither. My mom never able to read, write in any language. She only can sign her name in English here. That because she went to get some to learn some English with the church. When we joined the church, when I joined the church, it was open. The classroom was open, and the missionary was teaching, and 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 the family English. So that's how my mom was able to sign her name in English, and she she memorized the alphabets. She can read nor write in any word, but she only can scribble her own signature in English. Okay, so I'm proud of her for doing that. But other than that, to go back to equality. Okay, so there was no justice or equality originally in Asian nation, because and I don't know how it started. It just that I just remember that women don't get educated. But that's not true also within my aunt, my senior aunt, my mom older sisters got sent to school too, except for my mom was kept at home to help the same way that I'm being kept at home to help with the farming, help with the family functions, to help with the babysitting, to help with the thing that they need to run the family. It would have been nice if I get sent to school. I remember when my mom asked me to go to my grandpa's house or run an errands in the village, I would sneak behind the schoolroom and just stand there in front of the window, because it's hot in Cambodia. So the classroom would the the classroom window will be open. So I will go over to the classroom door, classroom window, and I just eavesdrop. I'm just sometimes I would get on the top of the trees, and then I can hear the children play. I can hear them chasing, in the white blouse and white blue skirt uniform. I can see them. I always picture myself in a uniform. I'll be going to school, learn to read and learn to write, and I never get to do that. It was a big disappointment when I have to go eavesdrop the kid in the classroom, but in Thailand, before I was summoned, well, in Thailand, that changed a little bit because in Thailand, it's a requirement for all kids to attend school. If they become eligible to attend school, all the kids attend school, and that's what I appreciate about Thai government is that they're being fair, and justice was like a blessing to me. So what the Thai government willing to do for us is that they open the door for the refugees children to attend school. So they work with the governor of the region um, to register us in the schools. I remember walking out of the camp in the groups of whole bunch of children. I mean, perhaps even hundreds, because there's over 5,000 refugees live in that one camp. So a lot of children were born in the camp, and those are school age kids, So I remember that the gate of the camp open and let the kid walk out of camp. We walk on the street. It's not as busy though. There's car run on the street, so we on the curbside and in the blue and white uniform into school. So I got to attend Thai school for a few years. I from first grade, second grade, third grade. So I was in Thai grammar school for 3 years. So I have a better command of writing and reading in Thai. Though in Cambodian, I self-taught. I said I got to learn how to write and read and write Cambodian. I'm not as fluent as Thai in writing and reading, but I'm able to translate. I can do a good job. With the dictionary, with the spelling check and all that, I can do a good job. But I have to work a double harder in Cambodian. In Thai, I'm fluent, so I can just sit down and do. And that because I'm Thai descent, born in Cambodia. So I'm say it. So it's like something that you were born in, and it's in your blood. You draw closer to that kind of environment. So the only stigmatism living in a refugee camp as Cambodian refugees is that though I'm Thai descent, but then Thai people do not recognize that. It's always a stigmatism. They say that, oh, you Khmer or you Khmer or you Cambodian. And then when I was in Cambodia, same thing, stigmatism there too, is that, oh, you Thai, you Siam, you Siam, same thing. So I'm struggling my identity between the two countries. Now I'm in America, I don't care. I don't give a SHIT whether I'm Thai, Cambodian, but I proclaim I'm Cambodian. So very seldom that I share that I'm Thai descent, because Cambodian can be tricky also. They can be discriminatory against me if I'm Thai descent. They say, oh, you're Thai descent, huh? No wonder you have such a heavy accent. I said, shut up. If I can speak 4-5 languages and I don't have an accent, I don't issue with you. At the same token, you only speak Cambodian. You can't even speak English. So be quiet. If you have heavy accent, you can understand me. I don't have a problem conversing with you. Do you say no? Okay. If you can understand me with my accent, then you don't have an issue. The only issue you have is your attitude and your mouth run like diarrhea. I used to shut people up like that, especially people that I serve in the community. But I only got one person that really, she was newcomer, all the old comer that came as refugee, they don't chastise me for having heavy accent. But this one, she's newcomer from Cambodia. She thinks that she's the queen of the Niles. She had that little attitude. She thinks she's better than the refugees because she came as an immigrant. Someone sponsored here, married her, and brought her here. She thinks that she's all that. So then, but she needs to come into our agency and require the help of applying for green cards and change her status, removing her status and all that. So. And even apply for citizenship. So when all that's done, and one day she called me and said, "Oh, I'm preparing food for you. We're not allowed to accept gift and things like that." But she said that she wanted to bring food so she can share with everybody in the office. So I allowed her because she wanted to show appreciation. So we were talking, and he said, "Oh, you know, I just want to let you know that you have such a heavy accent." I think I said about that before. I said, "Excuse me, pardon me. You have such a heavy accent in Cambodian." I said, "Okay, is there problems?" "No." "Did you understood me well?" I said, "Yes." "Did I get all the work done for you? And you know, American citizen just sworn in. Did you have issue understanding my heavy accent?" "No." "Okay, so what's the problem then?" "No, I just want to tell you that you have such a heavy Khmer accent." I said, "I do. I have some accent, but not heavy though. You know, not heavy, heavy like you can't understand me." So it's just cute accent. You know, a lot of time people tell me, "Oh, you have cute accent," and I like that. You know, it's not terribly because Cambodian have different accents, just like from Texas, from Louisiana, people speak with their accent, you know, from or you have British accent, you have Canadian accent, or you have Australian accent, or you have Nigerian accent, same way. How do you justify a person that speak with accent? As long as they can understand you. I have English accent, you know, I don't care. I speak more than some of the people that I know, so I'm proud of it. I'm proud of having accent. If you don't understand me, then you know what? Let me clarify. Let me know. But other than that, I feel blessed to be here. I you know I owe it to Abo because first of all, why I feel I'm blessed because about 150 of my family was slaughtered or dead. Only a few of us who survived through. Okay, though our family now we what you call it we produce a family. There are more family being born to the families, big branches again. But the one thing that I know for the facts that my life my life and my mom, my immediate family, five my brothers and sisters, include me five, and the sixth one she was born in Thailand. The reason I said that I feel blessed because I could have been killed like the rest of my family members. I could have been put to work camps for that many years. I could have been dead. I could have been the Khmer Rouge. I would have been forced to bear arm and kill everybody, and that I'm ordered to persecute. You know, a lot of. If you see the movie called The Killing Fields, okay, so that one is close justification how the killing field really taking place. But if you watch the first, they killed my father by this woman who sharing her experience being uh, being at the time of the Khmer Rouge, uh, and that was produced by Angelina Jolie, Angelina Angelina Jolie. Okay, you know, that big Hollywood. Sorry if I didn't say her name right. But that movie, that one is it represent in some degree, but I didn't like a lot of scene where people was not immaculated. They look healthy. They look um, they look well fed, you know, because 5 years without food or proper nutritional, you won't be looking like that. You were looking hollow, skin and bones, look like you 500 years old, mummified, dead body, walking dead. Um, with the killing field, with the outfit and all that, I agree with it, but sorry, but not everything portrayed the whole horrific scene. Okay, with all the skeleton in the body laying around in the field, rotten body and all that, and that's real. Okay, because if you see that these huge stupa built and collecting million pieces of human remains that are not being properly buried. So they just put in the glass display in Phnom Penh. It's called um, Muslim or stupa, you know, see-through glass. They're trying to keep it there to teach the younger generation how the ancestor or how the great grandparent or the parents, even grandma and grandpa, have suffered through the Khmer Rouge and the killing field. But that's fine with me, you know. I mean, that justifies to a certain degree of how the people were murdered. But then, should we have proper respect for those unknown remainder, you know, should they be buried, should they put in a proper resting place, you know, besides put him on the display. That's what I didn't like, the fact that they have it on display, when glass display. Years ago when I went to Cambodia, we went to visit um, the zone where they do all the tortures chambers in Tus Lang. They call it by area. I can't remember the exact area, but my oldest son was only about 2 years old. I brought him with me. He screamed soon we walked in. I shouldn't have bring him with me, but then because we travel, his dad and I and him travel, and a few other family members from Vietnam, um, we just extended our trip from Vietnam. We were in this killing museum. You can feel the chill at the time. The remainder was was scattered on the floor. Also, they make a map, like the Cambodian map, out of skeletons, and that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. It's not. It's not man-made skeleton. It was a real human remains skeleton. It looked real scary. I think they took it down now. They, you know, I mean, it's. But I have photo of it though. A snapshot of that, of that um, map that made out of human skeleton skulls, human skulls. So, with that experience, it was horrific experience to even go back visiting my homeland. And I went there 3 times. The first 2 times I didn't visit my family. The second time I was there, I just um, make a point for my family to meet me at the Thai border and visit with them for a few hours. I gave them some money for their travel expense here and there, and I left. I returned back to Thailand. I was visiting with family in Thailand, so now I have family in Thailand, Cambodia, Australia, and South Korea, and I don't know where else in the world, but that's far. I know there's some in France. So just like 12 tribes of Israel, we all dispersed, and since the war taken over, we just dispersed throughout the nation. So, but I was able to connect with my family, some in Vietnam, on my marriage side, on my former marriage side, some majority were in Vietnam, and but I able to connect with most of my family through social media, through TikTok, through some of them on YouTube also, and majority of them on Facebook. So I can make virtual call, audio call to stay connected with my family. And therefore, I have a lot to thank to the social medias allow me to, just like I'm talking right now, allow for me to connect with you, allow me to connect with the audience throughout the world, the 4 corners of the world, wherever the internet will present, to be able to see our show. And that's powerful. It's powerful, right? Because the social media has such a magnitude influence in people's daily life. It come into your kitchen, it come to your living room, it come into your bedroom. It depends where you have your camera at, or your TV at. Right here, he has TV in Studio A, Studio B, and the living room, family room, and TV on in the bedroom. For me, I'm not a TV person. You know what I need to get done. I can get done on my on my laptop or on the phone. So I I entertain. Sometimes I watch show on here on just iPad or iPhone or even a computer. I have a TV also, but sometimes when I just want to see my cooking show, I turn it on. Other than that, I'm not a TV person. If I want to watch movie, I would go to the theater. Sometimes I fall asleep in between. And one of the worst movie I saw, a few that I saw was the Smile, the scary movie. You know, I don't like scary movie, but Bong, he likes scary movies, so he took me to the movies. So it was not that great. And the other one I saw was the Godzilla, the remake Godzilla. That one was terrible. I fall asleep. The 3 of us went to the movie. I fall asleep throughout the movie. I don't even know. I know when it started, when all that boring was. So the Godzilla, the remake, was worse than the original version. To me, it was, because I saw the original version. It, you know, the remake of it, I didn't like. You know, I mean, I didn't enjoy it. I fall asleep throughout. You know, I couldn't have popcorn. I'm allergic to popcorn, so I have to wear my mask. because then I'll be sniffing the popcorn and make me sick. So even attend the movies making me sick. So and like I said, today what I brought you in is to show you how editing the show, the video show or the cooking channel, the cooking video that I personally learned from the best teacher, Stone Paxton, who passed down his skill and allowed me to learn these programs. And so that I always wanted to do better in the program, learn features and add features and make the audio better, make the transition better, make the there's a lot of transition. Let me show you one. So this right here would give you all this transition here, with blur, dissolve. So if I wanted something to look magical, I just bring one of this over to this video right here. Okay, hold on, right here. I just place it right there. Oh, this one didn't allow me to do. Hold on. So right there. Let me play it for you, and we give this like a really nice effect. Hold on, to see it. Can you show yet? My mouth is not working good. So right here. There, you see that split right there? Yeah. So let me use some other that's called transition. So what transition does is that you place it between the video here, and sometimes it give you a really nice transition, smooth transition. So right here, let me show you how this one works. Okay, let's do this one right here. It's right here. Let me play it for you so you know what I'm talking about. Let's go back here. Get it put on full screen. See that? You see that transition? Yeah. So this transition gives a multiple screen. It's just running, sliding, gliding. So that's one of unique. See that? Yeah. So this some of the features that I'm able to load it up and add onto the video, make it more interesting, make the transition from one video to the next scene. This is what I normally use is to make the transition between different scene or different features. So have you figured out yet what system I'm using? Let me see. Who knows what system I'm using? Right. So no one respond yet. So but I'm not well. Well, you send me a comment. You want me to show you what system I'm using, what editing program I'm using. Okay, this is quite expensive editing program, so I'm not endorsed by them. We purchased this program, but okay, so I think I have been on here quite some time. I'm happy to be able to show you how. Let me go to the outro. Okay, the outro would be the end of my videos. If I scroll it this way. I also can pull this little cursor here. So this is the end of my final. Here's where I allow music to be louder because I'm not dialoguing. So I reduce the volume here. So you see that the volume the transition of the volume. Hold on. Right in the middle of your way, huh? Okay, there you go. Okay, so here's the volume here. Okay. So you can see that you can reduce or increase the volume. So here, because at the end of my my intro, I mean my outro, I have the music a little bit louder here where I'm dishing up the dish that I'm sharing with my mom and my family. So this is at the end of my cooking where I'm dish it up for my family here. And then toward the end of this video, sometime I will do another outro videos where I'm speaking just to show the appreciation to. But this video, I didn't have the outro. It's just me with the song and a nice bowl of rice with the stir fry. I mean with the hot stir fry, spicy stir fry. So it look pretty good actually. This right here is so delicious. Okay, it's the chakram is so delicious. It really is. You know, I hope that you would tune in. And oh, I was gonna show you how it ended. So I have this little the little ending here with me saying subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like, share, and subscription. And that's the end of the video. So this video here is about 90 minutes. 9 minutes, not 90, 9 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 9 minutes. It's very, so I can do everything. Sometimes my video is about 25. The longest video I have was about 25 minutes. Before, when I started the YouTube channel, I'm not allowed to have a lengthy video, so they allow me to have about 15 minutes. And most of my video was in that time frame, 15 minutes. As my YouTube channel grow a little bit bigger, it allowed me to add the time to it because now the cooking show is run by ad, is funded by the ad program. So the longer your YouTube channel, it's better. And that's why I when I do my live streaming, they allow me to do like 3-4 hours. They didn't put limit to it. Before I won't be able to do that until I reach certain level of my algorithm. Okay. You did not just jump in YouTube and do whatever you want to do. It's not like that. You know, they had so many requirements. So in order to reach certain level of ability, you have to go certain what you call it, certain milestone. Well, I could have done the live show before because I wasn't confident enough. You know, I afraid that I don't talk good and that my accent gonna drive people away and that people will not pay attention, will not even tune into my show. So I still have that great fears. And as I did my I started doing the podcast, I was still trembling and nervous about it, you know, and I have to do a lot of editing because I started stuttering and talking too fast, or there's no clarity in the dialogue. And then he coached me that, you know, slow down, speak clearly, precisely, don't hurry to get your word out. You know, make sure that when you talk, you'll be able to teach people, you know, not to confuse them. But sometimes when I'm excited, I would talk fast, and it's just as long I make sense, right? If I don't make sense, then I apologize. But anyway, I'm gonna close out today. Sorry, I needed to take my producer to get some food and something to eat because we had something earlier before I started my videos, and he had his content done about 12:30, and then he ate a little bit after, about 2 hours after that. I'm sure he's hungry, and so I'm gonna say that sorry. I want to say that I appreciate all of you for being here with me and tuning into my channels. And if you have not already subscribed to my channels, please do that. And I recognize that I see quite a few more of subscribers that have been subscribing recently since I started doing this dialogue with my followers on TikTok. I thank you for jumping over to YouTube and supporting my channels and checking to my other cooking videos and with this live stream videos or pre-recorded videos, or just me eating, just me shopping, or just me visiting, just me being normal person, exercising, or even just do educational purpose, whatever it is. I wanted to show you that I live a normal life. I don't wear that golden hat or live in golden spoon or silver spoon. I'm just having a good life, sharing. I live with families. I have grandkids. I have my mom. I have my kids. So I live in a family setting of 4 generation dynamic. So it's not always peach and creams, but we survive through. We love each other. We forgive each other. We stick together, and that's what I love about. And all my 6 children are loving to me, nothing but love, respect, and want me to be happy. And with that is such a great blessing. We have such a growing family and loving family. And I hope you do the same. Be loving, be cordial, be open minds, always forgiving, always work things out. Do not walk away angry. Do not use your emotion to talk. If you cannot talk in a moment, walk away, come back when things are calming down. So that's just educational purpose. I'm not a sex therapist. I'm not a family therapist, but I'm raising 6 children on my own. So I have a lot to say to keep other kids away from being locked up and able to graduate from high school. It takes a lot of determination. It takes a lot of discipline. When you raise good kids, you will see that the good kids does not need a lot of anything else but love and guidance. And I see that in my children. They're great people. This time when they move out of my house, I didn't see them. They went and built the future on their own. They went to the beautician school. They opened a beauty shop. All of that beautician business in the nail, in the hair, in whatever make women feel good, make women feel beautiful. They are in it. So I'm proud of my kids and proud of my niece also for being such great family members, and then the generation born into the niece, and I have great niece. So I'm happy. Just the fact is that my status in the family had bumped up, from being an aunt to a great aunt and being grandma. Hopefully in a few years or 5 years I'll become great grandma. I think that's where my mom is now, the great grandma, and I'm being the grandma and the parents. So anyways, I hope you find peace in your family, and I hope that you will find love and you find solidarities, and whatever you're going through with your family, work it out. We all go through them. We no perfect here, not in this life, not in this earth. Even people who have more money in the world, they cannot find happiness, cannot find solidarity, cannot find even a moment of joy. That's why I don't believe that money will solve all the situation, but money will help you get the thing you need, buy the best food, buy the healthiest food, be visiting places that you have not visited. Utilize money to benefit the health and well-being, and give. If you have more than enough, then give to those who need it. And I'm not saying that you be in that, because Christ like, or even Buddhist like, attribution is to love and to be nurtured, to forgive, and to give love, and be cheerful. If you have more than enough, give, because those blessings will come. It will extend it to your posterities, your kids, your grandkids. They will continue the blessing. That power, those energy will pass down to your family. So the other day I say that one of our families is going through some hard time right now, and they said, I do a lot of good, but I don't feel the blessings. So I tell her that blessing may not come in this life. It might come to the next life. And said, really? I have wait until the next life in order for me to harvest, to enjoy the blessing? Sometimes it does. We're all born in different circumstances. Whatever circumstances you're in, take care. Take care of your health, okay? Exercise. Take some time off. Take a minute. Take 30 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe an hour to do it right, to give that love to you and to take care of yourself. Apply some night creams, or even doing something good, to look good, to look beautiful. Put some makeup on, put some lip color, put some cheek color on, dye your hair, make yourself look good so you feel good. Once you look good in here, you feel good in here and look good. It's gonna radiate. When you radiate, you're gonna change your attitude. You're gonna change the way you look at yourself. You see the person who is not gonna be super attractive in the mirror, but then you are one special person. Especially to your family, to your husband, your wife, to everybody that see your goodness. Okay, you don't have to be as pretty as supermodel. You don't have to have the supermodel body. You don't have to be anything. Be yourself. Okay, be unique. You. If you want to lose some weight, then work on it. If you want to change your attitude, change your situation, work on it. Okay, sometimes things will change itself. A lot of time it does not, and then it require your attention and require you to solve the issue. But if you cannot solve it, drop it, move on. Okay, if if something is out of your control, something is out of your power, stop struggle. Okay, let it be. It's okay. It's okay to let it be. So just remember that if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of anybody or anything. So your health is worth far more than the zillion dollars in the bank account, or it's far more important than having trillion of sub followers on YouTube or on TikTok, wherever it is now. It's not important. The important element, the principle is your health. If you have great health, you have everything. You can lose your health, you can lose diamond ring. Those are replaceable. But your life is not. Your health, the bad habit that we do to our body is modifiable only if you have diabetes, and then the thing that you can do to modify your behavior that can change. But then once you have diabetes, it's stuck with you. It's like a worst friend ever, But my sympathy to all, my love to all those who suffer. I'm not saying that all that bad. I'm saying that there's so many things in our life that is modifiable. Okay, our behaviors are modifiable. If it's not, then start making changes. Okay, start making changes for better. Do not change for worse, though. Don't try to. I'm trying to live my life. I'm gonna do whatever to make me happy. What make you happy? That bottle of cognac? No, that's a problem right there. Okay, so whatever you choose to do, make sure that you take care of yourself within inside and out. Okay, once you're happy in here, it will radiate out here. So live good, live well, love yourself, love your family, love the one next to you. Most of all, love the one next to you. Okay, because that person will stick with you through thick and thin and support him and her to your best ability. Okay, don't judge, don't cross the line. Okay, be love and understanding and compromising. Okay, those are the tip for today. That's just a tip, though. If you have more severe issue that you need to resolve at certain level, please do. Okay, me, I know how to solve certain situation in my life. So, and that's just living experience. That is just living life experience. I didn't learn that from the shrink. I didn't learn that from the Buddhist monk. I learned some of that from the Bible, because I read scriptures. So some of that stuff I learned. Just like Job, he was a righteous man, but God said, well, let's put some affliction in his life and put all kind of boils, and then his servant died, the cow died, everybody forsaken him. Only his wife said, well, you did something bad, that's why the Lord punished you. So every time when my life is down, like at the bottom of the bucket, I remember Job. Job was a righteous man. He never complained. He never blamed God for putting affliction into his life. So every time I'm at Job level, my knees gonna be sore, because I'm gonna start going down my knees and supplicate to the Lord, because I'm a prayer. So I pray. My honey, he's a Buddhism, so he chant. I support him too. I took him to Buddhist monk a number of times, like New Year's and certain event that are related to the Buddhism ceremony and related to the Buddhism. I take him. I join him. I prepare food. I give donation. I make offerings. But when I pray to one God that I trust most, and that have brought me here to the land of freedom. I think that's the whole purpose of me being here, that I was saved by Almighty. So I have a lot to thank. But anyway, I'm gonna close it to this evening. Wish all of you good health, and thank you for being here and supporting me. Please help by subscribe, share, and like, and subscription, and a little bell, so that way you get a notification when I'm come back on here. I don't have a certain schedule, but tomorrow I like to cook for you. I'm looking at a few menus to make sweet, and I might change also. But then the dessert that I make, the wrapped sticky rice, I have a few people requested. They said, Rana, that cake was so good. You keep telling me in my ears like 4 or 5 times a day. I'm like, chill down. Let me go find the ripened banana first in order for me to make this banana cake for you. Because if I don't get the right kind of banana, I won't be able to make the banana cake for you. And I have to get the sticky rice. I have to get the banana. I have to get the banana leaf. I have to crack the coconut like I do before, like I did online, you know. So I tell her, relax. I got the banana now. I got sticky. I got everything. I can cook anytime now. But this time I will make some for her, and then I also will make the other kind of sticky rice, probably the grilled sticky rice banana wrap cake. Okay, that's what I have in mind. That's what I want to get out of my system, because if I have something that I want to cook and share with you, and I didn't get it out into the streaming, I'm like, I can't sleep. You know, the next morning I'll wake up at 5 o'clock, get everything done, and I got distracted, and my manager said, I need you here to help me with the I have artists came in, I need you to help with set up and do this and do that to help me with, or to just, you know, if he has a whole bunch of people in the house and I have to come in here with, you know, the little friendly, that, yeah, because we trust people, but we don't trust everybody. So, you know, I'm a carrier, so sometimes I come in with a little friendly, you know, carrier. So, what it work to protect ourselves is all right. As American citizen, we have the right to bear arms. So that's what I do around here. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I cook for the artists, just to introduce them to my channel and my cooking skills and cooking my food sampling. I cook for them also. A lot of time I'm just here to make sure that no one's messing around with my producer. So all right. So enough for me today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for keeping me here. All right. So I will bid you for a while until tomorrow. I'm sure that I'll be cooking. Okay. So today I'm just showing you how I do editing. I didn't finish the whole videos. That's what I'm going to do when I get home tonight, or in fact when I have the time to finish this. Just the ideas of how busy it is to do videos, to be to grocery shopping, prepare the food, videotaping, and then editing and lay the vocal. It's like 4 or 5 steps of doing these things. Sometimes I'm like, I'm sleeping on nothing, I'm not releasing it, and then YouTube said, hello, you have not releasing your video for like 5 days. I'm gonna take off your viewer. I'm gonna take off your audience. I'm gonna rescind your community watch hour. They did that all the time. Sometimes they did like 4 or 5 or 50, 60 of my watch hours, and I have to build it up little by little. You know, sometimes they allow me 1 hour of my short. Sometimes they give me 10, 12, 15 hours back. You know, like I'm struggle to like just retrieve the hours that I already earned. I earned over 2,000 hours, and now they just release it little by little. It's really annoying, YouTube. Really annoying. I'm sorry. I'm sending an email and said, hey, let's do human reviews. I think that I'm further down than you guys doing. I think they're doing the AIs and robot reviewing. So he's not friendly at all. He's not working. He's not making a good job. So YouTube, I appreciate that, but you know, we need to work together so that my channel will grow, and then I will get the hours I deserve. I earn it. You know, don't just keep it taking from me, giving me back my hours, so that way I can at least be the level where I'm happy with. All right. So I'm doing a good job and releasing all my videos. So my supporter, I thank you. Ka sawasdee ka.